Hey friends, what's up? Good morning. I apologize for any echo this might be picking up. I don't have my microphone this morning, but I wanted to get this out because I've been talking with my wife, Shelly, about something in particular that's kind of bothering her, and I thought that I felt like I needed to get it out now, or else I wasn't going to do it, or I would just lose my train of thought on it. So she's got, she's got some things going on right now. Nothing to be concerned about. But I know, and I've seen this in the past with females especially that I've worked with, and I wanted to bring some clarification as to what's going on in particular, okay? So the concern is that her weight it's not like a rapid drop, okay? And if some of y'all have seen her, you've noticed she's gotten a little bit leaner, looking pretty buff, okay? And she has a small concern about this. I keep telling her, you don't have to be concerned. She went to the doctor, got some blood panels, it all looks good there. So as far as we know right now, everything is good, especially with the diabetic stuff and her A1C, that's rolling pretty decent as well. So I think it's like below 6 for those that keep tabs on that. So we don't have to be too concerned about mismanagement of blood sugar either. Okay, so it's just taken a steady decline, right? So her weight loss, where she doesn't have much weight to lose anyway, it's like, was that like 135 and now it's at like 130, and this has gone over, it's not like 2 weeks, it's been a couple of months, all right? And she'd like to say it's been a couple of weeks, but if you look at her weight logs, it's not. And there's some identifying markers in there as to what is happening and why I want to explain it. So I know for a fact that for a while there, trying to manage the diabetic side, which is not necessarily related to the diabetic, it could be, but it's also problematic for women that are in fitness, want to try to get in shape, or just tends to happen in general, which is chronic undereating. Okay, so I'm trying to pinpoint the problem was originally from undereating. And I would be willing to bet, we don't have anything really marked down for this, but I would be willing to bet that her eating daily, because I watch what she eats, was probably in the neighborhood of 1,250 calories. And some days have been a little bit higher, some days it might have been lower, depending on what was going on that day. But for the most part, pretty low. And so for somebody that's active 4 to 5 days a week, that is low, because her requirement at this point is around 2,100. Somebody that works out 4 to 5 days a week for about an hour, doesn't get much movement throughout the day unless she really wants to. Is that. So you can see right there the difference. Now, over a 7-day average, this is where you have to really start looking at what's going on. The 7-day average is 8,750 calories. Now I have 7 days right here, the last 7 days of her food log. And I guarantee you what's happened here is, I think this day right here was Saturday, where we were at a competition all day long and it kind of just got lost in the mix. So it was probably a little bit higher than that, because she's been intuitively and knowingly trying to eat more because she wants to feel better. She wants to really work on some diabetic stuff, and she wants to just feel better in the gym. And that's what's been happening. And as a result of this, for somebody that is a chronic undereater, and you start feeding yourself more calories, you're starting to work your metabolism back up. Your body is getting the nourishment that it needs, and it's like, holy shit, man, let's fucking go. I'm ready to burn some calories. Shit, I call it stoking the fire, feeding the beast. Shit starts fucking melting off. All right, and it's not immediate at all, okay? And where I want to talk about this is, with her, if you look at her weight log, it started here, right? Let's say this is 133. She's like, all right, well, I'm going to eat more. It took a slight bump, right? Because it's like, okay, we're eating some more calories here. Starts kind of putting on a little bit of weight. And she didn't put on much. It was like 3 or 4 pounds. Let's say got to 136. And then over the last however many weeks, boom, we're back down this morning. She weighed in at 131. okay? And again, so let's look at her 7-day average over these last 7 days. We came out to 13,339 calories total over those 7 days. That's quite a difference from here. All right, so that averages 1,900 calories a day only because this one right here threw us off a little bit. It would be a little bit higher if this one was where it needed to be if she was actually tracking that day. Okay? So we're going to subtract that from the 1,250 that she was normally getting, probably. And notice that, hey, that's 655 calories difference daily. All right, and so my argument here is she was like, well, I'm not really eating much more than I did before. You are, number one. But there's the difference. And over a period of time, your body is now being fed enough to support the work that you're trying to do in the gym and beyond that. You don't burn 655 calories in an hour of exercise. But throughout a day, in recovering from that, and recovering in your sleep from that exercise, that's needed. And I'd argue it's probably a little bit more than that. But based on a formula, her baseline is right around there for activity, to maintain weight. So what's going to happen with her weight? It's going to find a bottom point, and then it's going to level out. Right now, her body's just enjoying being fed. And when that happens, some cool shit happens. And again, I have seen this a lot with women. All right, because women are notoriously chronic undereaters. And it's scary to start eating more calories. And it's hard to think that when eating more calories, you actually lose weight. It's counterintuitive, right? But when your body is getting what it needs, it does some pretty cool shit. That's why you need to eat. And that's why, honey, you're losing weight.